These days, Richard, it's not uncommon for actors on major shows to try their hand at behind the camera roles too, is it? Like writing and directing, all that sort of stuff.
Sure.
In fact, in First Action Bureau, I believe that director Nick Briggs may possibly do a little turn on the mic a couple of times as well. So there you go.
Yeah, true enough. Yes.
In the Anderson universe, however, very few cast members ever got to spread their creative wings into other fields. And in fact, if you discount Dad and Sylvia, we can discount them because they were the bosses, so they could do whatever they wanted.
Yeah, fair enough.
Only 2 regular cast members ever got to take on writing or directing responsibilities.
Ah, right. I think I know one already, but yes, go on.
And you almost certainly will. The only Anderson actor ever to direct an episode of an Anderson show was Robert Vaughan.
Ah, okay, right.
Yeah, who, of course, directed everyone's favourite Protectors episode about dog poo in Malta.
It really is that good, yeah.
What a classic. The only Anderson actor to write scripts for an Anderson show was, of course, the late, great
Shane Rimmer.
Shane Rimmer, who penned multiple episodes of Captain Scarlet, Joe 90, The Secret Service, and The Protectors.
Amazing.
He also did the screenplay for The Investigator, I think.
Did he now?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
In Shane's later years, he also wrote a novel, if you remember, a golfing-related novel, because he was a big golfing fan. And obviously, 1 or 2 other Anderson cast members have done that later in their careers too.
Well, yeah, true.
Most notably, obviously, Liz Morgan, who, of course, has written some historical novels about Wales. And, of course, Richard, as we both know, there's that well-known Space Precinct actor who was there from the very first episode.
Right,
and has since gone on to write a series of highly successful novels.
Yeah, God.
And that person, of course, is the one and only Lana Citron, who played the humanoid form of Alicia in Double Duty.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yes. I knew that.
Yeah. I mean, there's nobody else who's done anything novelly who's in Space Precinct, is there?
Well, I mean, no, I suppose not.
No, exactly. Fine. So, yeah, clever Lana.
Right.
But, Richard, there are 2 other Anderson actors.
Oh, yes.
Who had aspirations to write scripts for the shows they appeared in.
Yeah.
Michael Billington, that's UFO's Colonel Paul Foster.
Yeah.
He had an idea for an episode that Dad actually seemed to like. But unfortunately, nothing ever came of it. And he actually later forgot what it was about. So,
right, okay, that's useful.
That's not great, is it? Shame.
Yeah.
The other was Lavender Castle voice artist Jimmy Hibbert, who wrote for the 2nd season of Lavender Castle, but ultimately, sadly, that was never made.
Yes, what a shame.
So there you go.
Well.
Look at all those people crossing over from, in front of the camera to behind it and writing scripts and writing novels and all that sort of stuff.
I mean, I wonder... Well, firstly, there's a couple of points there, isn't there? I think it's a natural thing for actors, particularly at the moment, when work is so scarce because theatres are closing and so on, to look beyond their usual sort of skill set to see what else they can do in the sort of creative arts, and that might include writing novels or voice work or writing scripts and so on. Also, I would like to put... Is it really a good idea for actors to write scripts for shows they're in? I don't know about that. I just sometimes think, don't you just leave that to the writers? What do you think?
Possibly. I mean, there are people who are multi-talented and can do all sorts. I mean, Simon Pegg writing for stuff. I mean, he's done some decent...
That's slightly different, though, because he sort of originated the concept and the series that he's worked on, as he's Spaced, famously. But, if he were in something... I mean, I've done TV series, and I don't think I'd ever want to write an episode.
So, Richard James, you're saying you would never write content for something you'd been in?
Now... At a distance, yes, but not at the time. That's what I'm saying.
Because
it's a very subtle difference.
We did skip over you there. Not only has Richard James written a series of Victorian detective fiction novels called Bowman at the Yard, but he's also adapted Space Precinct Demeter City, the original pilot episode, into a novel, which actually... was released on paperback and ebook 2 days ago. We'll get into that in the news, excitingly.
Yeah, lovely. Yeah.
So, yes, it's not just those. There is an edition of Richard James, but I think that is probably it in terms of people crossing over and crossing out, isn't it? But I know what you mean. Maybe. A kind of director, lead actors or writer actors can be challenging.
Well, I mean, we could mention Picard here, couldn't we? I think there's a little too much dabbling there, in my humble opinion.
Because Patrick Stewart's in the writers' room, isn't
he? Yeah, and I just don't think it works, I'm afraid. I think we should leave the writers to write and the actors to act.
Gosh.
That's just me. Yep.
Absolutely. Well, everyone's allowed their opinions. But if they differ from Richard James's, then he will hunt you down. And no, he won't really. No, I know what you mean. There's no right way, but I think that way danger lies, potentially.